Hi, Dan Ihrke from DT Systems and the Gun Dog Success Program. Here to show you how to teach your dog to work out of a layout blind. And in a layout blind, a lot of guys will want to have their dog literally sitting right at the end of the layout blind, kind of between their legs, facing up. So we don't have a layout blind to use. So we're going to show you how you can kind of fashion a makeshift one in the yard to teach the basic concept, and of course you would transition eventually to using a real layout blind. So I've got a dummy, got my dog, I've got a tab on the dog, and I've got my e-collar system on him. And of course this is a dog that understands basic steadiness. If the dog doesn't understand that, go back to video 1. Heel. Going to do a little bit of obedience. Move the dog into the hide, sit. Practice moving the dog into the hide with basic obedience and out of the hide, heel. Good. Practice moving the dog into the layout blind and out of the layout blind. Good. Good. Sit, heel, sit. Once you can get your dog to consistently sit, heel, sit, get into the layout blind, like all the rest of our procedures, when the dog does the right thing, we're going to give him positive reinforcement. So once you get him in, you can manipulate him physically. Sit, just move him the right direction, and toss a bumper out in front of you. Rooster. Initially, you can use the tab like in the other steadiness videos if you're concerned about the dog breaking. Sit, and as usual, take the retrieve away if the dog moves. Heel, sit, mark. As you go along with this, the dog will start to reel. Mark, mark, good. Rooster. As you go along with this, your dog will start to realize that the mark is going to come out. Sit in front of the layout blind. Good. Heel, heel. Nope, come on, sit. And he'll start turning around. Come on, sit. Sit. Good. Mark. Rooster. Heel. Receive him. Good. And use your tab if necessary to bring him back. Sit into the center of the layout blind. Sit. Once your dog understands the basic concept to get into this position in order to receive a retrieve, we're going to actually utilize a helper thrower out there, somebody with a bunch of dummies that can throw for us, and that'll help the dog even better turn and face the appropriate direction. Heel, heel, good. Mark, sit. As you can see, because he understands what the remote thrower is, he's happy to look that direction. Mark, rooster. Good boy. Sit, out, heel, mark, mark, come on, mark, good. Now once your dog is happy to come into this position and face outward, you can begin adding distractions like duck calls, and you can utilize your tab if you need it. Rooster. All right. And when I'm using the dummy launcher, I want to be careful not to wring the dog's ears. And this is one of the reasons that I don't particularly like running a dog out of a layout blind like this, but there are guys that are insistent that they want to run their dog like this. So be careful when you're using the dummy launcher to hold it up way above the dog's ears so we don't cause deafness. Sit, mark. Rooster.